If you need to use your skincare device, but you are short on time and it's a choice between not using it at all and getting it done, stay tuned. I have a quick 5-minute treatment that will give you great results and maximize your time with your device. Stay tuned. That's coming up next. Welcome back. Christine Byer here, licensed esthetician for 22 years. On this channel, we talk about your skincare journey because it's never one thing that makes your face look better. It's a whole combination of things. In this video, I'm continuing the theme of June, which is keep it simple but consistent. Consistency is everything in skincare. So I want to show you a way I work with devices when I don't want to do a full-fledged half-hour treatment with one device. I'm going to start out with my Time Master Pros here, and when I don't want to spend a whole lot of time on my face but yet need to get a workout in, I will simply just do vectors. What are vectors? Vectors cut across common facial sag areas. So like when you go and get a plastic surgeon or a derm's office, a heat-based treatment. And hopefully, most estheticians know this too. If you use these vectors, it helps snap the face back. And so vectors, and I'll show you what vectors look like. This is a vector, common facial sag, jawline, right? So this is a vector going in front of the ear, and this is a vector going behind the ear. This is a vector coming from here and going up this way. So this little sausage roll we always get, coming from the center of the chin up. This is a vector. And then this is a vector. And then these are vectors. Just going straight up where that jowl starts into the corner of the nose. And then the vectors around the eyes, they go like this. It's basically just up on the forehead, for the eyes. But I think it's easier to see with the Time Master Pros because they're lit up. So these are the vectors. So instead of doing like a full session, I will just do 5-10 minutes of my vectors. Now look, if you've got wrinkles around your lips and you want to work on those for an extra minute, go for it. You can do little circles. It just depends on what your skin needs. If you end with the vectors, you'll get a more lifted appearance when you're done. And it also helps work on that facial sag. So so vector in front of the ear, vector behind the ear, jaw, this, and then this is a vectors. This is also a vector. Yeah, so not hard to learn. I'll show you what it looks like with microcurrent. Right, so I've done videos on vectors before, but it's good to revisit them because when I work on my clients, these are the moves I use. I work other areas, I release things, I work over trouble spots. If you have a trouble spot, you can do extra work over the area. Now this is my little Anma. This is a great job of releasing lip lines and crow's feet and bunny lines. Excess bulge right here clears out the lymph. I always get the best results when I release before I do my current. But for the purposes of this video, I just wanted to show you the vectors. But if you always end with the vectors, then you're going to have a better lift. But if you don't have time to do a full treatment, just go for it with the vectors. I wouldn't even bother with all the other moves. If the choice is no treatment versus the vectors only treatment, you'd be much better off doing vectors only. All right, but that's not something you would use on vectors. There's instructions that come with that, but you want to use that to release. And since that has no heat or electricity, it's not to be used on vectors. You can, it's just not it's built to release muscles, right? Release fascia. Now, I'm going too fast. Everybody always says, don't you have to wait for the beep? Yes, you have to wait for the beep. So we can wait for the beep here. and go very slowly, and you'll see why I don't wait for the beep, because it gets really boring for people to watch me doing vectors if I am waiting for the beep. Yeah, so that's what I would do. And it's because the theme is keeping it simple but still being consistent for this month, and trying to fit in, still taking care of your face during the summer when there's all sorts of other things we could be doing, right? And then we're going out in the sun, so we really still need to stay consistent and be kind to our skin. It's just do a quick vector treatment. Even if it's 5 minutes, it's going to be better than no treatment at all. And you'll see, you'll love the results. Thanks for watching. Bye now.